Hi, I'm Doug. Join us as we follow the moon. Today, I want to tell you about a new item that we've added to our RV arsenal. And it's not so much an addition as it's a change. We have been using the Blackstone and loving it for probably the last year or better. And the Blackstone has been a great addition for our grilling. We had used a Coleman portable grill before that. The Blackstone heated much more evenly, and we really liked the finished product. The downsides were when we went to our Tiffin, we have an all-electric coach, so I ended up carrying little 1-pound propane tanks just for the Blackstone. The Blackstone is heavy, the top of it is cast iron, and we were really excited when we heard about the new product Blackstone came out with, which was the E-Series. Now the E-Series first came out as a 17-inch with a single heating unit. I was used to a 22-inch Blackstone, not so much just for the two of us for the size, but for having the ability to have two different temperature settings. So if you needed to hold something while you were finishing cooking something, you could run two different temperatures. Well, then they came out with a 22-inch E-Series that came on a cart. And for our storage and our usage, the cart didn't make sense. They finally did come out with a 22-inch portable model. We got one, and we're going to tell you about it today. We have since sold our 22-inch propane model, and this is what we're using exclusively. First of all, we'll take a look at the unit, and the unit is, you plug it into electric. It has two knobs on the front. It's a digital every 5-degree temperature setting, and it has a little meter across the bottom of it that will show you what the temperatures are and how close to your temperature you're getting. When you see the red bars at the end, it's up to temperature. I did a temperature check on it to see how accurate it was. With it set at 400 degrees, we did a temperature gun on it. It was showing 426. It's a good thing it does go a little bit over temperature, because the one thing I've noticed with it, because the top is not cast iron, it does cool off a lot more quickly when you put the food on the grill. It takes it a while to bring it back up to temperature. So do keep that in mind. I've been learning with it. I'm going a little bit warmer temperature to start off with than what I think I need. And that way when it cools down, it's still in a good temperature range for cooking. So just keep that in mind. That's the one flaw I've seen with it, is it does cool off more quickly. The surface is a non-stick surface. It's not a Teflon, but they'll tell you in their information just exactly what it's made out of. But it's a very good non-stick surface. There's no seasoning involved like you have with the cast iron. You don't run danger of it rusting if you leave it out and it gets damp or gets wet. You don't want this to get wet because it is electric, but it's, again, about half the weight. So it's very lightweight, very easy to store. This 22-inch takes up the same footprint in our basement tray as what the 22-inch propane model did, but it weighs about half. We did breakfast on it. We've probably cooked a dozen times on it now. We were kind of waiting to get a feel for it before we did this video, but we did breakfast on it. Everything turned out great. The hash browns is one thing we always go for, is crispy. They turned out nice and crispy. One thing you want to watch with it is not to overload the grill. And in cooking this meal, we overloaded the grill. It brought the temperature way down, and it took a lot longer to cook. So we did cubed up eggplant, put that on first because that always takes the longest. That brought the temperature down. The temperature did go back up. We added chicken breast fillets, and we added a couple of small steaks there in the middle. And it never quite recovered the temperature from that. So don't overload the grill. That's a key point with the E-Series. The propane model with the cast iron cooktop, you can put food on it side to side, and that cast iron holds the heat. So there is a big difference. But eventually the food was cooked. Had to take it off in bits and pieces that way so that everything had a chance to get completely done. Cleaning it is just a simple matter of steaming it. Way I found to do it that I like the best is water across the grill and close the lid. The lid is a glass lid. It does get all your grease splatters on it. You do want to cook with the lid down because it does help to hold the heat and lessens the temperature fluctuations. And then as soon as it's steamed on there good, open the lid. I take the tongs, and the tongs and utensils are special utensils for this. They're all silicone. This is a set, I think it was around $20 for the tongs and 2 spatulas that they do offer right now, I believe only through Walmart, but they are available through Walmart, and have had no issues with melting or anything like that on the hot surface. They're very good quality. But anyhow, I take the tongs with the paper towel, and when I open up the lid, I use that first to clean across the glass. Wipe the steam off the glass, it keeps it looking nice, and then wipe across the cooking surface, and it comes clean very, very easily. Then just simply turn it off, unplug it, leave the lid open. It takes probably about the same amount of time actually to cool down as what the regular Blackstone does. I normally leave it set a half hour or so till it's good and cool. And then the same cover that fit the 22-inch fits this, stow it away. So all in all, what do we think? Yes, there's pluses and minuses. The pluses, definitely the weight, lighter weight, easier to move, easier to get in and out. The non-stick cooktop, I wouldn't want to even go back to the cast iron as much as I liked it. I wouldn't want to go back. Your food stays clean looking. We always had problems when we did scrambled eggs or something. They would be dark, and it was just from the seasoning on the grill would do that. This and everything stays nice, clean, and fresh looking. The temperature is the only thing that we've seen. If I'm doing burgers, I'll heat up both sides. I'll cook them on one side on the left side of the grill. When it comes time to flip them, I'll flip them to the right side of the grill. That lets the other side have time to warm back up if I need to flip them back over for cheese or anything like that. So if you're only cooking a small amount, using the 2 zones to alternate back and forth really eliminates your temperature problem. When you start to overload the grill, that's where you do start to have a problem. The temperature will drop. Set at 400, like we showed you in the beginning, was up to 426. I've seen it drop down to 350, 340. So that is something you have to be careful of. But with that one shortcoming, I'm very pleased that we made the switch to the E-Series. If you enjoyed this video, if you got some good information from it, we ask you to subscribe. We certainly appreciate that. And leave us a thumbs up if you liked the video. And until next time, thank you for following us as we follow the moon. Thank you for watching this video. We hope you've enjoyed it. Please be sure to subscribe to our channel and be sure to ring the notification bell so you'll know when we have new videos listed. Also, be sure to check out our blog at followthemoon.us and also our Facebook page at Follow the Moon and on Instagram at Follow the Moon Travel. Thanks.